Hollywood loves a scandal, but this one hit differently. It wasn't about fame or rivalry. It was about loyalty, truth, and a friendship that has survived nearly a decade of rumors, headlines, and pressure. This week, Outlander fans woke up to chaos. News outlets were buzzing with controversy surrounding Caitriona Balfe, the Irish actress known for her grace, intelligence, and quiet strength. A viral post, fueled by speculation and half-truths, accused her of unprofessional behavior on set. Within hours, social media turned into a battlefield. Critics pounced, tabloids exaggerated, and while Caitriona tried to stay silent, the noise only grew louder. But then, something unexpected happened. Sam Heughan, her longtime co-star and one of Hollywood's most private figures, broke his silence. The man known for his calm composure and diplomatic nature finally spoke, and when he did, his words cut through the chaos like lightning. Caitriona Balfe is one of the kindest, most dedicated people I've ever worked with. She's a consummate professional and a dear friend. She doesn't deserve this kind of treatment, not from the media, and certainly not from people who don't know her. That was the statement that stopped the storm, or at least slowed it. Within minutes of his post, the internet shifted. Fans who had been arguing online suddenly united, defending Caitriona with the same passion they once reserved for the love story of Jamie and Claire. Hashtags like #WeStandWithCaitriona and #ThankYouSam began trending worldwide. It wasn't just what Sam said, it was how he said it. His tone wasn't defensive, it was firm, heartfelt, protective. He wasn't speaking as a co-star promoting a show. He was speaking as a man who had watched a dear friend face something she didn't deserve. Insiders say that Sam's decision to speak publicly wasn't planned. He'd seen the way people were twisting things online, one crew member revealed. He tried to stay quiet at first, that's who he is. But when the lies started to affect Caitriona personally, he couldn't stay silent anymore. In an industry where most actors choose to stay neutral during controversy, Sam's public defense was bold and deeply personal. For nearly a decade, Sam and Caitriona have shared more than just a screen. Together, they built Outlander into one of television's most beloved dramas. Through rain-soaked sets, endless travel, and years of press tours, they've become each other's anchor. When one falters, the other steadies. When one hurts, the other protects. That's why his message resonated so deeply with fans. It wasn't just about clearing her name. It was about loyalty, the kind that doesn't fade when things get hard. "I've never seen him so passionate," another insider said. "He was furious about how unfair it all was. He said, if people are going to come for her, they'll have to go through me first." Those words spread quickly across social media, repeated in fan posts, reaction videos, and digital headlines. Overnight, Sam's defense became the story, not the scandal. Entertainment outlets began rewriting their angles, focusing instead on his statement of support. Meanwhile, Caitriona, who had remained quiet throughout the ordeal, finally broke her silence in a subtle but powerful way. She posted a simple black and white photo of herself and Sam laughing on set, captioned with a single heart emoji and the words, "Thank you for always having my back." The post gathered hundreds of thousands of likes within hours. Fans flooded the comments with messages like, "This friendship is everything," and "Jamie protecting Claire," on and off screen. It was a moment that reminded everyone why the world fell in love with them in the first place. Their chemistry isn't just something written into a script, it's rooted in genuine respect and care. For years, both actors have been targets of gossip and fan theories. But through every rumor, every headline, they've stayed consistent, kind, professional, and united. And this time, Sam's decision to step forward wasn't about publicity or performance. It was about truth. "He knows her heart," said a mutual friend. "He's seen who she really is, how she treats people, how she gives everything to her work." He wasn't defending a celebrity. He was defending a friend. By the end of the day, the tone of the entire conversation had changed. Articles that once carried sensational headlines were updated to include Sam's statement. The backlash softened. The fandom, once divided, stood together again, united not by scandal, but by solidarity. Still, one question lingered in the air. What had pushed Sam to finally speak, after years of staying silent in the face of rumors? Those close to him say the answer is simple. He couldn't watch someone he cares about get hurt anymore, said the source. He's loyal to a fault. And when it comes to Caitriona, that loyalty runs deep. But perhaps the most powerful part of this story isn't the scandal itself, it's what came after. Because in an industry built on image and illusion, Sam Heughan reminded the world that integrity still matters. And in defending Caitriona Balfe, he didn't just protect a friend, he showed everyone what real friendship looks like. The following days were unlike anything the Outlander fandom had seen before. What started as a swirl of negativity had transformed into something unexpectedly beautiful, a wave of unity, love, and quiet admiration. Sam Heughan's bold defense of Caitriona Balfe didn't just end the scandal, it redefined what loyalty means in Hollywood. Inside sources revealed that Sam's words had a profound impact not only on fans but on Caitriona herself. She was deeply moved, said a member of the production team. She didn't ask him to speak. She didn't even know he would. But when she saw his statement, she cried. It meant everything to her. Caitriona has always been known for her poise under pressure, calm, composed, unshaken. Yet, this time was different. The scandal had stung, not because of the false rumors, but because it questioned her integrity, something she had spent years building. For an actor who's always led with grace, that kind of attack cuts deep. But then came Sam. He didn't just issue a statement and walk away. Those close to the pair say he called her immediately after posting it. He told her, "You don't have to fight this alone anymore," the source said. She was quiet for a long moment, then said, "I don't know what I did to deserve a friend like you." Their conversation reportedly went late into the night, filled with laughter, relief, and that unspoken understanding that has always defined their connection. For nearly a decade, Sam and Caitriona have faced rumors together, fake relationships, secret feuds, and endless speculation. But through it all, they've never turned on each other. They've simply stood side by side, weathering every storm with grace. This scandal was no different. After Sam's post went viral, the narrative shifted dramatically. Tabloids that once fueled the controversy began retracting their stories. Journalists praised his courage to speak truth in an industry where silence is the safer choice. One headline read, "Sam Heughan redefines Hollywood loyalty." Fans rallied behind both actors, creating fan art and video tributes celebrating their friendship. A compilation titled, "Sam and Caitriona: 10 Years of Trust," quickly reached over 1 million views. The comments section was filled with gratitude. He's not just defending her, he's showing the world what respect looks like. This is why we love them. Real loyalty, real friendship. And amidst the online love, Caitriona quietly posted another message, a short video of a Scottish landscape, wind brushing through the tall grass, with a caption that read, "The storm passes, the truth remains. Grateful for the people who stand by me." Fans immediately knew who she meant. Behind the scenes, colleagues say Sam's act of defense also inspired others on the Outlander team. "It reminded everyone that words matter," one crew member said. In an age of gossip and online cruelty, his statement felt like a reminder. Kindness still has power. Even Caitriona's close friends outside of the show reached out publicly to thank him. Actress Sophie Skelton commented, "You're a rare one, Sam. Thank you for protecting our girl." But perhaps the most touching reaction came from the fans themselves. They began organizing online campaigns promoting positivity, using the hashtag #KindnessOverGossip, encouraging people to stop spreading unverified stories and focus on compassion instead. What began as a scandal had evolved into a movement. Sam's choice to speak up also revealed something that fans had long suspected but never truly understood: the depth of his care for Caitriona. He didn't defend her because of publicity or obligation. He did it because he couldn't stand to see her hurt. A close friend of Sam summarized it perfectly. He's fiercely loyal. When he loves someone, whether it's family, a friend, or a co-star, he protects them. Caitriona is part of his heart, and he wasn't going to let anyone tarnish that. When asked in a later interview about the incident, Sam responded with characteristic humility. "I just said what needed to be said," he explained. "She's one of the best people I've ever known. I couldn't stay silent when she was being treated unfairly." Caitriona, in her own quiet way, acknowledged him again weeks later. During a red carpet event, a journalist asked about the controversy. She smiled softly and said, "Sometimes, silence says enough. But sometimes, you need someone brave enough to speak when you can't. I'm very lucky to have someone like that in my life." The crowd erupted in applause. And for a brief moment, it wasn't about the scandal anymore, it was about something much greater. Two people who had spent years portraying one of television's most iconic love stories had reminded the world that real loyalty doesn't exist only in fiction. It exists in gestures, in words, and in moments of courage that reveal who we truly are. By the time the storm finally faded, Sam and Caitriona emerged stronger than ever. Not as characters, but as friends whose bond had once again stood the test of time and fame. And in a world obsessed with gossip and spectacle, Sam Heughan's simple act of defense became something rare, a reminder that decency, honesty, and loyalty still matter. Because in the end, it wasn't just about protecting Caitriona Balfe's name. It was about protecting her heart.